Hey everyone, in today's video, I'll be sharing a small but powerful tip on how to handle unwanted problems using the law of attraction. This is something I personally use, and I hope it helps those who need it. Let's start, as always, by revisiting a key principle of the law of attraction. As within, so without. Believing in the law of attraction means adopting a new worldview, one where your inner state shapes your external reality. It's not the other way around. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. Now, when people first learn about the law of attraction, they often feel like they've discovered a powerful secret. But then, they get frustrated when their lives don't change dramatically overnight. Why is that? It's because, deep down, they haven't fully accepted that. The external world is merely a reflection of their inner state. There's a difference between knowing something and truly living it. That gap is why challenges still show up in our lives. And that's okay. Even if, right now, you can only accept this idea, on an intellectual level, that's a good start. Because if you understand that reality reflects your inner world, then it naturally follows that to change your reality, you first need to change your inner state. If you're currently dealing with an unwanted situation, think of it this way. This situation is simply a reflection of your past inner state. So, if you start taking better care of your inner world today, your external reality will inevitably shift for the better, taking back control. In the traditional worldview, when problems arise, there are often factors beyond our control. Other people's decisions, external circumstances, things that seem out of our hands. But in the law of attraction mindset, everything is within your control because your external reality mirrors your internal state. This means one thing: if you take care of yourself, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, your reality will follow. You are no longer at the mercy of the outside world. Instead, you have the power to shape it from within. The power of visualization. Now, taking care of your inner state might sound vague, so here's a simple technique I use. I imagine a large, round, glowing sphere, like a perfect, shining orb. This represents my inner world. Whenever I encounter a problem, I visualize myself gently cleaning this sphere, wiping away any dust or smudges. I don't spend too much time on it. Just a second or two is enough. By doing this, I remind myself that the issue isn't really out there. It's just a reflection of what's inside. And since I've just cleaned my inner world, I trust that the problem will naturally resolve itself. I also remind myself that nothing outside of me can scratch or stain my sphere. It's completely protected. This simple exercise keeps me from getting emotionally caught up in problems, allowing me to maintain a calm, clear state of mind. The science behind it. If we look at this from a psychological perspective, our brains often react to problems as if we're facing a life-threatening danger. For example, if you have an important presentation coming up, or if something unexpected happens, your brain might trigger a fight-or-flight response. Your amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear and survival instincts, kicks in, and suddenly you feel anxious. Your heart rate goes up, and your ability to think clearly drops. But here's the thing. Most modern problems aren't life-or-death situations. We don't need to fight or run, we need to think. The part of our brain responsible for logical thinking, decision-making, and planning, the prefrontal cortex, gets suppressed when we're in panic mode. That's why when people are drunk, they make bad decisions. Alcohol suppresses the prefrontal cortex, which is why some people text their exes at 2 a.m. and regret it the next day. In the same way, when your brain is in panic mode, trying to fix a problem is like making an important life decision while drunk. It's not going to end well. The solution: reset your mind. So, what's the alternative? Instead of reacting emotionally, pause. Take a deep breath. Bring your awareness back to your inner world. And if the visualization of cleaning your inner sphere helps, use it. Even if you don't fully believe in the law of attraction, simply stopping for a moment and shifting your focus can help stabilize your emotions. And in that calm state, you're much more likely to find a good solution. Final thoughts. For the law of attraction to truly work, it has to become more than just a belief. It has to be something, deep in your core. A total shift in worldview. I repeat this idea in every video, because this is the fundamental principle. Your inner world creates your external experience. If you deeply understand this, you don't need to keep searching for more techniques. Everything else is just an extension of this truth. If this concept hasn't fully clicked for you yet, don't worry. I'll continue sharing different perspectives and techniques in future videos. In the meantime, I encourage you to start taking care of your inner state because the more you do, the more you'll see real changes in your life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.